Going to jail now.
Okay, what's
You
up,
going to
man?
jail now.
Girl. Sorry.
Hold on a sec.
Girl.
I'm JJTP, a lawyer, not your lawyer, but this year a super lawyer. And if you haven't heard, former President Donald J. Trump has been the first president ever to be indicted. What does that mean? What's in a 34-count indictment? Let's talk about it.
Going to jail now.
So first, I should congratulate former President Trump on being the first president in American history to ever be indicted.
But he ain't black.
No, thankfully he's not. But what is an indictment? Let's talk about it. But before we talk about what an indictment is, if you wouldn't mind doing me a small favor and liking, sharing, maybe posting a comment, and of course subscribing. It really helps the algorithm and helps me grow this channel. But let's get back to the business at hand, the indictment of President Donald Trump. There are several ways to bring criminal charges against a person, including criminal information, or in this case, an indictment. An indictment is when the grand jury meets and they decide that there's enough evidence to bring criminal charges against a person based on a reasonable belief that a crime has been committed. In this case, the crime being talked about is the payoff to Stormy Daniels, the star. That being said, we should congratulate former President Trump a second time, because this time, he actually won the vote. Okay, I'm a real lawyer, let's be professional. So what are the charges, actually? Well, we don't know, but what's likely is falsifying business records. And what does that mean in New York? I'll tell you right now. Falsifying business records in New York can be found under New York Penal Code 175. I'll post it over there for you to read. But in essence, there are 2 degrees. In the second degree, it's exactly what it sounds like. You did something shady in your business records, and as a result, if you're convicted, you'll be charged and receive a Class A misdemeanor. However, if you do it with the intent to defraud, including committing another crime or concealment, it gets bumped up to a Class E felony.
Accusations!
These are not accusations. This is
False accusation.
Okay, Mr. President. So back to what we were talking about. Now you're wondering, why are there so many counts? Well, that's actually simple. Each time you do this, it counts as another count. So basically, there possibly could be 34 times in which he did the exact same thing, which basically would mean 34 counts and potentially 34 felonies. There are other possibilities as well. For example, solicitation, or maybe attempt, or conspiracy. These are all possibilities. We won't know until we actually see the indictment. So you're asking, what's the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony? Well, the Class A misdemeanor carries up to 364 days in prison. However, the Class E felony has between a 1-year and a 5-year prison sentence. Plus, a felony conviction can have other consequences, such as not being able to own a firearm, not being able to sit on a jury, not being able to vote, and not being able to collect welfare benefits. And Trump, he's a welfare.
That's the fact, Jack.
Said what I said.
Anyway, so what is the actual law? Well, I'll post a jury instruction over there. Pause to read. But what's important here is that 2 elements need to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The first is that one of the 4 enumerated things occurred, and the second, in the case of the first-degree crime, that he did it with the intent to defraud, as we were talking about. So what does all this actually mean?
Going to jail? Yep.
Not so fast. Because there's that pesky part about affirmative defenses. So what is an affirmative defense? An affirmative defense is a set of facts, if asserted by a defendant and taken as credible and true, would negate any criminal liability. So what are the affirmative defenses in this case? They're found in New York Penal Code 175.1.5. Take a look here. In essence, what all that is saying is if you're a bookkeeper or you were instructed to do so by your employer, you won't be found guilty. But in the case of former President Trump, that doesn't apply.
Get out there! Get out there!
Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate.
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that now. I got the rope right here.
So is this game over? Is Trump going to jail? No. Remember, this is the United States of America. And in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. Also, here in the United States, we have the First Amendment, which gives you the right to freedom of speech. So exercise yours right now, and let me know in the comments what you think. Is Donald Trump going to jail now, or is he not guilty? Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more legal content like this. And since you stuck with me this long, I'm going to give you and Mr. Trump a free piece of legal advice. And there it is.
Don't drop soap. One more thing.
Thank you, Uncle. Uncle's right. There is one more thing. This does not constitute legal advice, so it's always important to consult with your own attorney before making any decisions, with the exception of liking, subscribing, and sharing this video so you and your friends get more JJTP legal information you can use. Until next time.